Hey folks, Dave the Not So Evil Viking 13 here, returning to my Empire Total War Warpath campaign where I am playing as the Cherokee nations. In this episode, as you're going to hear me, as I recorded it live, I am pretty convinced that this is going to be the end of the campaign because we are surrounded, cut off, we have almost no allies left, there's nowhere to run, and the Cherokee nations are actually beyond their last leg. It's hopeless. But there's going to be a move that I do pretty early on as we're losing battles and losing territory that ends up paying off big time. So if you guys are into that overall long-term strategy where you come back swinging, you know, it's the classic Age of Empires, hide the town center in the corner of the map and then come back with a surprise army kind of thing. It's a scenario like that. It's pretty crazy. Let's go ahead and dive into the episode and I'll show you guys how close we came to extinction here in this episode. This might be the end, guys. We are outnumbered and surrounded. Even the Iroquois Confederacy to our north is making war against a fellow native nation, while the European nations hit all of us from all sides. I do see an option to trade with the Plains nations, though. They want to give me Northwest Territory in exchange for Cherokee territory. That's my main territory, but I am in danger of losing it. That would give me a little tiny territory way off in the middle of nowhere. Cherokee territory. Aha. So it's this one that they want right here. That would give me a buffer zone between the US and the Spanish. I could focus on just my two territories. Alright, Plains nations, let's do this. Let's do it. Oh, it's all the way up here. Maybe it would actually help me survive, though. Let's get crazy, guys. Let's do it. Trade agreement. Trade regions. Northwest Territory for the Cherokee Territory.
Your words guide us all.
And we have agreed.
Warriors ready.
That should kick the US out of the region. Yep, there they go. Of course, I might still lose this territory.
Your orders? Yes.
Let's leave just a few units back here.
For the good of our nation.
Keep that recruitment coming wherever we can. Let's see what happens in 1798. Okay, the US is attacking as expected. Let's see if we can hold off this army until I can get some reinforcements back there. Now this is interesting. A snowy, rainy fight.
Yes, Chief. Chief.
I'm going to attempt to use the forest here as cover,
Yes, Chief.
but we're going to have to go in and fight immediately because of those cannons.
Yes, Chief. Warriors ready.
Yep, the howitzers are deploying back here. I'm hoping that this rain will damage their chance of getting shots off. Not that lucky, it looks like. Well, here we go with swarm tactics. Let's try it. There's some arrows flying in. And the Rangers are retreating. This is not good, guys. Come on, tribesmen, get back here. Stop retreating. Bowman, get closer. What are you doing? Well, we killed their general, their commander, but both of our melee forces are routing right now. Our bowmen are trying, but here comes the artillery. What is this, single file line formation?
Warriors.
Bowman, over to the woods. Nope, they're broken. We just can't hold out against firearms. Decisive defeat. The US only lost 19 men in that engagement. We lost our territory and all of our militia that were guarding the territory there. And now the Spanish are making their move against our capital. We've got a lot of cannon, and we're probably not ready for this attack. We've got to do our best, though. Oh man, they've got grenadiers and line infantry. Oh no, and of course the Spanish have the high ground. Where's my cavalry? You're gonna have to be doing some serious riding here. Swarm tactics is going to have to be the way. Oh, their cavalry is charging way far forward. Let's see if we can hit them in the village. In fact, all forces, come around this way. And there go the cannons. Man, their cannons are actually protected for once. My lancers aren't going to be able to get anywhere close to that. I think I am going to attack on the right side, just to attempt to get close to those cannons. Where are they? They're right there. Lancers, get back here. I'll try to hit some of those smaller cannons in the back. Swarm tactics. Swarm tactics. Hit them together. Bowman try and distract him. Charge in, charge in. Did we kill their... Oh, we killed their general. Awesome. Cavalry, hit that horse artillery. If I can take the cannons out, we might have a chance here, guys. Warriors, break left and hit this contingent of elite infantry to the left here. Ah, the Colonial Light Cavalry is coming back. Yeah, their line infantry are doing quite well against my men. We got too many bowmen, too many tribesmen for this fight. The morale is just too low, guys. Too low. Okay, their cavalry's broken. Let's mop up some of this artillery at least. I think I can pull that off, if nothing else. Bowmen, push up here. Get closer. I don't know what Darth Maul did to my bowmen, but they are worthless now. Let's take out all of that artillery. What a mess. There we go, break their cannons up. We're holding on, but just barely. Come on, line infantry break, there you go. Cavalry, immediately move. These guys are my key. If I throw everything into this fight with the line infantry, we might still win this one. Just barely. There's those grenadiers. Charge. And now they're surrounded, taking heavy losses. Oh yeah. So close, but we've got this. My chief has died in the fight, leading that charge into the back of the Spanish lines. That is a warrior's death for sure. Oh wow, they're breaking. My own troops are breaking. The loss of the chief has really hurt morale. We're going to lose, guys. That was it. The death of the chief was the straw that broke the camel's back. And the Cherokee nations are crumbling before our very eyes right here. Bowman fire. I'm not sure if these bowmen have actually killed anybody. And they go, one kill. And they are all broken. A close defeat, but a defeat. In that fight, we deployed 2,800 soldiers, but honestly, most of them weren't soldiers. It was a lot of tribesmen armed with pitchforks. The Spanish deployed 1,100. They lost 850, but with the remaining 330, they wiped us out. Top kills actually armed tribesmen. Yeah, those bowmen guys, I'm gonna stop building them. They are worthless. 11 kills. Garrison Bowman, 0 kills.
In position.
Well, I guess it was smart to sell that territory down south because we've lost everything. Kentuck territory is gone.
Your orders?
But I do still have an army left.
Yes.
Interesting. And a territory up north to fuel my war machine. Northwest Territory earning quite a bit of money per turn. What can I build up here? I've got a lot of gold. That converts the population to animism. Where's the one that does research? Enables research now. Hunting grounds. I actually don't think I have anywhere that I can do research, so instead I'm going to do the one that, there we go, burial ground, converts the population to animism, which will keep the local population happy, so I can focus on just getting income up here in the Northwest Territory. What a weird bargain we struck. And man, if our allies that we bought it from, the Plains Nations, if they turn on us, we are so screwed. We have no army up there at all. In theory, though, with the money that we do have, let's get replenishment going. Let's try and retake the Kentuck territory, then rebuild our research facilities. Research facilities. It's like a research lodge. We're a native faction, after all. If I retake the Kentuck territory,
sound the call to battle,
and just get a little bit further in the research tree, so we can actually recruit musket men. Maybe the Cherokee nations won't be finished just yet. Let's end our turn.
If you ask it.
Now the question is, if Spain would just go to war with the US, now they're allied. Spain is just able to focus completely on the native factions. Great Britain, at least, is also at war with France. So let's take back the Kentuck territory. We will auto-resolve. Rest in peace, Minutemen.
We are triumphant.
Did get quite a few losses. So let's immediately build... Yes, the village longhouse. That's what does our research. And a council of elders. Let's get our troop replenishment going there. And get some pioneer cabins rebuilt. That's really just a stopgap measure to help me until I can actually hold on to some money. Where are my agents? I'm gonna get all my shaman back here to my territory.
As the winds blow, so I go on my way.
And I will have my shaman down here stay and convert the Spanish population to animism as a bit of revenge. They might have to deal with some revolts down there. A small revenge, to be sure, but I'll take what I can get. I can't recruit any more troops until I get this Council of Elders built, which will take 2 turns. And yeah, then I'm just gonna basically stop recruiting bowmen entirely. So worthless. Hunting grounds. To actually recruit tribesmen, I have to build the hunting grounds. Yeah, I'll do that because, again, the bowmen are next to useless. Looks like the US is also hitting the Iroquois pretty hard up north. Wonder if I can use that to my advantage and perhaps capture some Iroquois territory to add to mine. Okay, we've got our structure complete up here in Northwest Territory. And do I want to bother with tribesmen up here? I mean, if I get attacked, I can't do anything anyway. Why bother? I will build some roads up here. But I won't really do a whole lot more right now. That was a pretty good bargain. That territory is worth a nice chunk of change.
Tell me what to do.
We'll get some substance farms going.
For the tribe.
Actually,
and the
let's use this.
I am old, but am I so feeble
this
as
shaman
to stop now?
as the
Winds blow,
to keep
so
on my former
I go
territory.
On my way.
The Spanish have quite the army there. If we're going to retake that in the future, we're going to have to come loaded for bear. With firearms, basically. We'll build some roads down here. Make sure that all that replenishment is going. Topped off. Okay, one more turn and we can get that research continuing. Yeah, the Iroquois have kicked the US forces back south, towards us, of course. Oh, don't you do it, US forces. They are right about to burn down my research structure. It's almost finished. And the Spanish are fighting someone off in the fog of war too. Who is that? Okay, I have the meeting hall here, which can now start work on sharpshooting techniques, marksman techniques. And with one more upgrade to Games Field, I can then build Lancers once again. Yeah, I've got way too many bowmen. Absolutely worthless. And if I upgrade that structure, that will also get me more research
Spirits
points
guide me.
per turn.
My path goes that way.
I'll send my shaman over here to watch the border as a scout, basically. And let's take this army and wipe out
We shall win.
this small US force here.
Glorious victory.
I lost 121 men.
Immediately.
Auto-resolve, that's not fair. It's ridiculous. Plus
War leader.
1 to command. And I believe our territory is safe. Let's see who the Spanish were fighting over here.
For the tribe and the spirits. There must be more that I await the wishes of
can't
the
tell.
spirits.
Who they were fighting, actually. We're still trading with the Plains nations. We don't have any other trade options, though. Well, guys, this is turning into a unusual survival campaign. Having that last territory up in the far northwest of Canada is our lifeline, essentially. I'm not sure how natives would be transporting that much money around. My territory is so far away. Keep that replenishment going. Let's get rid of units of archers as we build more tribesmen. Or I guess recruit more tribesmen, not build them. Get communal farming. And additional pioneer farms as we are slowly recruiting the population back over
For
to
the
animism.
tribe and the spirits.
What's going on here
I
in
can walk
Charleston,
further
South
along the
Carolina?
path.
I guess it's just Carolinas right now. Look at that, the US have no troops down here right now. It might be time for a revenge attack. I think if we move quickly...
May the spirits walk with us, waiting for orders.
They won't be able to do anything about it. We can take Charleston and just burn down everything, and that should maybe just keep the US from being able to hit back against us for the time being. Because the Spanish are still roving around out here.
As the winds blow, so I go on my way.
Okay. Two more turns until our games field is complete, but I don't think I need to protect it because the Spanish are pretty far west, and I'll know if they're coming. 1801. How long is this going to go on? Ah, the US are fortifying Charleston. Smart. With what, though? Some militia. Yeah, we won't do this with
Warriors ready.
Our weakened army without more units of lancers. We just have the 2 right now. Way too many bowmen still. Instead,
Spirit of the Eagle, watch over my path.
Burn down? Burn down their farms. And then their weaver's cottage as well.
I serve the tribe.
And hopefully I'll be able to recruit more units very, very soon. Because I've got plenty of money right now, I just can't recruit fast enough.
I am old. Am I so feeble as to stop now?
What are the Plains Nations doing down here with an army? Near my territory. Fighting the Spanish, I hope. Okay, we have sharpshooting. Construction complete. Settler unrest in Northwest Territory. Uh-oh. Oh, it's almost entirely Protestant. I need to burn down these pioneer farms for just one turn, otherwise I'm going to lose my lifeline. I will recruit some militia just to keep order in my territory. And more tribesmen down here in Kentucky territory. What can I recruit now? I can recruit lancers.
Yes.
Let's burn down
As the
Great Estates once again. And then we'll do the Weaver's Cottage. Make the US keep repairing those. There we go, guys. The next level, we can recruit musketmen at this warrior lodge. I can't believe it, but we may have a chance here, guys.
Orders for the tribe.
This is turning into a wild ride of a campaign. You know, it's unique scenarios like this that are the reason that I absolutely love Total War games. You have this just super long story that's told of your faction, and sometimes, like this time, the story just gets crazy where we traded for a territory up in Canada that's keeping us alive, and possibly it's going to give us a chance to strike back against the US and Spain. Spain is my main target, I think. If I can get the US to sue for peace, maybe if I take Savannah, Georgia, let's say, I'll accept peace from the US and deal with them later. But the Spanish, I owe the Spanish some payback.
I await the wishes of the spirits.
Oh wow, and public order is downright just straight up rioting in the Chickasaw territory, which Spain took from me because it's 100% animism. So they're getting 0 taxes from it, And they're having to deal with rebellions almost constantly. This is beautiful. Beautiful.
Great Chief, I can go no further.
Oh, Iroquois, I haven't forgot about you. Don't you worry. Get out of here, U.S. Got some communal farming complete down here. Settler unrest still in Northwest Territory. And burning down the pioneer cabins. Fixed it. So I'm going to convert it to a Native American fur trader instead, which will keep my population happy. I won't have to worry about all this chaos up here. Repair that structure. And hopefully keep the population under control.
Yes. Warriors, advance.
Now let's deal with this U.S. force harassing us up here.
Brush them aside.
We're going to be outnumbered, so I'm going to fall back.
Fall back. For the tribe.
But now they're going to have to chase me into the Carolinas.
War leader. Great Chief.
My hope here is to
What
essentially distract them.
As the winds blow, so I go on my way.
Let's make sure that recruitment is continuing every turn with lancers and tribesmen.
Yes.
And as soon as that warrior lodge is complete, our musketmen will finally be deployed. Let's see. Would the US be interested in a peace right now, or should I capture something first? Let's see what this army does. If they fall back a long ways, I might strike out for Savannah, Georgia, and try and take that and trade it back to the US in exchange for perhaps money. I would love St. Augustine, Florida, but there's a large fort there, apparently. New Orleans would be a softer target for a native faction.
For the tribe.
That's right, Spain. Retreat with that army. Get out of here. We have some improved farming technology. I'm going to go with Pioneer Ranches because I think down here in the south I can keep the population under control. Though I think my shaman needs to come back.
Tell me what to do.
Oh.
I have walked enough.
The American forces went north into the Iroquois Confederacy. And the Iroquois took New York, I just realized. There's all kinds of stuff happening back behind the lines.
Yes.
So I will use this small force as a distraction.
Yes.
I'm going to burn down the farms here.
And will stay
here.
Forward. Advance.
That'll wreck their upgrade.
What would the spirits have me do?
Okay, shaman stay there.
Yes.
And then lancers join up with this army.
Yes. Your words guide us all.
Let's see if we can actually
Your
take
words guide us
Savannah.
all. Advance. Your orders.
We'll push
Onwards.
right up to here. Yeah, we're definitely making the US sweat. Northwest Territory, how are things going up here? Let's rebuild that ancestral ground. Okay, the religious unrest is quieting down, and I am converting the population back to animism up here. Awesome. That is some great income that the Plains nations just let slip through their hands. Okay, the Plains nations are getting quite powerful. They've got a huge army right next to my southern territory, but we're allies, so I think we're okay. But again, this is total war, and anything can happen. Okay, our fur trading post is complete. Our fur trader, let's upgrade that to a fur trading post. Keep that income rolling in. Path blocked down here in the south.
Spirits guide me.
Got some warriors mustered in the King Tut territory. Let's keep building some lancers. And we detected a British spy there.
Your orders? Make ready. What would the spirits have us do?
So guys, this right here is our chance. Our chance to take Savannah, Georgia away from America. That'll wreck their military governor's encampment construction. We can also burn down their port
and awaiting orders,
and kick their fleet out into the ocean. It's going to put our home territories at risk if the Plains nations betray us, but look at those two armies. If they betray us, we are dead anyway. I'll get all that cavalry. Okay.
Your orders?
Yeah. This is our chance right here.
Commence siege!
We're going to go for it, guys. But it's going to have to wait until next time. We're out of time. I really can't believe what, again, I thought was going to be the last episode has turned into this turnaround, where we might actually be recruiting some musket-based troops here very soon. This is going to get interesting. Hope you guys have enjoyed so far. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you on the next episode.